Y'all, it's officially December 1st, which can only mean one thing. We're going to be ranking my top 13 Christmas-inspired eyeshadow palettes. I've been doing this every year, I think since like 2020. So if you guys want to see what I think are the best Christmas palettes this holiday season, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's dive right on in. Okay, so last year I did this video where I ranked my top 25 Christmas/winter palettes. And in that video, so many of you guys were like, hey, bestie, come here. I think you should do this category separately because I struggled so hard to separate my winter palettes and my Christmas palettes because I love them both equally. And I'm like, how do I determine which one's the best of which? So you guys were like, why don't you just, instead of doing one video, do two separate videos? And I was like, light bulb. You guys are so right. So that's what I'm doing in today's video. So I have 13 Christmas inspired palettes for today's video. And then in tomorrow's video, I have 13 of my top winter inspired palettes. I definitely separated them this time around because I just could not pick between my top one. I was literally staring at the top one for each and I was like, how do I pick which one's number one? Then I was like, just separated. So that's what we're doing. So today I only have 13 Christmas palettes, which is just so weird because I'm used to these rankings being pretty like hefty. Like my Halloween one, I think was like 30 something. My fall was 30 something. Last year, my Christmas was like 25 something. So it's really weird to only have 13. But when I first started this series, it was only 10. So it's kind of nice to also bring it back to the basics just a little bit. But I still have 13. Not 10, but these palettes right here sitting in front of me are definitely Christmas inspired. Now, when I'm looking at Christmas palettes, I'm looking at names, packaging, color story, the shadow names. I'm looking at everything that reminds me of the Christmas season or what inspires me to create Christmas looks all season long. So coming in at number 13, we have Huda Beauty Naughty Palette. Now, this palette came out, I want to say honestly in 2020 because I remember everybody made fun of a particular shade in here that looked like COVID, is what everybody was saying. And this was Huda's Beauty. This was Huda Beauty's version of like a Christmas palette. It's not really Christmas, but like it is. So it's the Naughty palette. I have names in here that are not really Christmas names. They're more like naughty names. Like I'm talking about like naughty names, but this was also their Christmas palette they came out with that season, and you can definitely create really beautiful Christmas looks all season long with this. More like kind of like what I'm wearing my eyes right now. Very just light, neutral, everyday looks you can do with this. You can wear this perfectly for like New Year's Eve and for holiday. If you want to do a more like simple holiday glam or something you can wear every single day, that's what this palette's going to be right here. Now, the only thing that is Christmassy is for me is just the physical name of the palette and the fact that it did come out right around the Christmas season. So that's why I still kind of correlate this with Christmas, even though it's really not. It's really not Christmas, but just that aspect of it is. So it's why it still kind of gets featured. Will it be featured next year? I don't know. My tastes have definitely evolved in terms of ranking. Like I go a little bit more harder this year than I have in previous years with what I'm looking for a particular aesthetic, for a particular ranking. I go a little bit more harder, and this one just I think might be the last time I do feature this just because it doesn't scream as much, but I still correlate this with Christmas at the moment. So it's why it's still featured in today's video. So that's why at number 13, we do have the Naughty palette from Huda Beauty. Coming in at number 12, which is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes right now. It's the brand new Morphe Naughty palette. I'm not kidding. This palette is also called the Naughty palette. Now, the reason why this one's being featured is because it says, bring the naughty list to life with a curation of 12 sultry rose tone neutrals in playful pops of pink, from soft mattes to dazzling metallics, plus new glistening topper shadows that deliver reflective wet light shine. This palette is your perfect party season partner in crime. So for me, I actually am wearing on my eyes right now. I'll put a little video of me putting on the palette right here so you guys can see. So this is supposed to be a Christmas palette. This is their Naughty palette, which is so funny that both names are naughty. But it says it on here that this is literally a naughty list brought to life. So for me, that screams Christmas. You're talking about the naughty list. You're talking about party season. You're talking about the holiday season. You're talking about rosy neutral tones, which people love during the holiday season. Like this is the type of palette you can, again, wear every single day. You can do daytime looks with it. You could do daytime looks with this. You could do nighttime looks with this. And I have to say, I absolutely love the look that it came out with. For me, it's very... Is it Christmassy? No, but I feel like I could definitely wear this for like holiday parties, for New Year's Eve, for every single day during the holiday season. It's a very beautiful palette, and I have to give Morphe credit where credit's due. I feel like they did a really great job trying to curate somewhat of a holiday feel with this palette. You have the red tone right here. You have it being labeled naughty. You have shades with, I would say, kind of like shade names. You have like Snow Good, Not Sorry. You have Play Nice. You have Rein It In, Hot Temper. So you kind of have things correlated with like naughty, Christmas, the bad list, you know what I mean? So there are some aspects of Christmas in this palette. So that's why I did feature it in today's video. Like I said, I am wearing my eyes right now. It is a really pretty palette, but definitely doesn't scream Christmas enough for me to rank it up any higher. So that is why at number 12, we do have the Morphe Naughty palette. Now, coming in at number 11, everything from this point on literally is a Christmas palette. So coming in at number 11, we do have the Odin's Eye Rosy Jingle palette. Now, this was their Christmas palette, I think, from 2 years ago. I believe this is from 2 years ago. And one, I will say, I love the outside packaging. The outside packaging is beautiful. Love, love, love the Rosy Jingle feel. But for me, the color store on the inside just doesn't scream Christmas. Like, I don't see it. I don't see Christmas when I look at this palette. The only thing that's like that reminiscent of it is like this just shade names. You have New Year's Wishes, Rosy Jingle, Celebration Heart, Joyful, Champagne. You have Warmth, Pure Silver. You have Golden Bell, Blue Cream, Dreamy. So I don't know what type of Christmas feel they're going for. Whenever I see this, I think of spring. This reminds me of spring, but I don't know what type of Christmas vibe it's supposed to be. Is it supposed to be like Nutcracker? Is that what this is supposed to be like? Am I thinking of the right thing? I don't know. I don't see the Christmas spirit with this, but it is still a Christmas palette. It's what they launched during Christmas. Like I said, I think it was like 2 years ago. And while I do think it's really pretty, while I do think that it's perfect for spring, it doesn't necessarily hit the mark when it comes to Christmas. But to me, it's still a bit more Christmas than the other two palettes I just showed off. So it's why it's still going to be featured in today's rankings. So coming at number 11, we do have the Odin's Eye. This is going to be the Rosy Jingle palette. Coming in at number 10, we do have the Odin's Eye. This is the Hey Reindeer palette. Now, this actually came out together, like I said, 2 years ago. This was their 2 Christmas palettes they had launched. And I will say, whenever you see reindeer, you, of course, think of Christmas. You know, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, right? Again, really beautiful. You have that star. You have the gingerbread. You have, like, the little bells, like a mistletoe. You have reindeer in here. You have stockings. You have candy. So everything you kind of think of when it comes to Christmas. And I will say, I think the outside packaging is beautiful. The shade names in here are also Christmas names like eggnog, holly, wreath, slade, cider, reindeer, Christmas ham, mistletoe, candy canes, Christmas stocking, snow wish, presents, fireplace, bells. But the reason why it's lower on the list is, again, it's the color story. I don't get the color story. I'm not saying that to be mean. I don't get it. When I think of Christmas, I think of like the classic colors of red, green, gold, silver, blue. A lot of people are doing now pinks, white, gold, like these type of colors. Like this all kind of screams Christmas colors to me, along with like those classic Christmas colors. For me, I just see more spring. So I don't necessarily see where it screams Christmas in terms of the color story, but the packaging and the shade names do. And for me, this has a little bit more of a Christmas feel than the Rosy Jingle, because at least with this one, it definitely screams more Christmas with the shade names by itself. So definitely not the most Christmassy palette in my opinion, but it's still supposed to be a Christmas palette as a whole. So that's why it's definitely still lower on the list. So coming at number 10, we do have the Hey Reindeer palette from Odin's Eye. Coming in at number 9, we have another Odin's Eye. This is going to be the Silvery Bliss palette. Now, this right here always reminds me of silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Is that how it goes? No, for is that how it goes? I actually don't really know that song compared to the rest. Interesting. Okay, so this is going to be the Silver Bliss palette. Now, this one right here, you have shade names like Silver Stream, Cocoa Milk, Golden Cup, Chocolate Cake, Golden Glam, New Year's End, Pink Fantasy, Silvery Bliss, Pure Red. You have Reminiscence, Holiday Wishes, Vision, Softness. Now, the color story on the inside definitely has a bit more of those traditional colors of like the reds and the golds, and you have some silvers in here. Is it the most wowing color story for Christmas? No. Can I create somewhat of a Christmas look with this? Yes, I can. I definitely would a little bit lean more towards those reds and and golds to create a really pretty Christmas look, but there really still doesn't hit the true Christmas colors that I personally look for. So for me, it's not the most wowing color story for the holiday season, but it is a lot more Christmassy than the other palettes I just featured. It's still really pretty. I love the shade names in here, and it definitely has a little bit more of that Christmas feel in these shades right here and the shade names. So that is why at number 9, we do have the Silvery Bells palette from Odin's Eye. Coming at number 8, we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. This is from Colourpop. They launched this a couple years ago, and this is still such a cute palette. So of course, when you think of Christmas, you think of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I mean, how could you not? It's such an iconic song. You have the beautiful aesthetic right here with Rudolph, the Christmas tree, the North Pole, and the snow. And then you open it up, you're gonna have more of that muted, cool tone Christmas colors right here. You have those muted greens and reds and golds and silvers in here. Not the most wowing color story, but definitely still more on the mark when it comes to colors of Christmas that I'm looking for. The shade names in here are all like Christmas ones. You have like North Pole, you have lots of tinsel, you have Snowbank, you have Misfit Toys, you have Christmassy Time, you have Up, Up and Away, Full Power, Ready Santa. So it definitely screams a lot more Christmas. And plus this came out, I want to say a couple years ago, right around the Christmas season. I love the video that I did. I think I had like hot chocolate in that video. I was so excited. And I just get really inspired for the Christmas season when I see this palette. I think it's super cute. It definitely does scream Christmas vibes with this. And I think Colourpop did a really good job. I think they definitely have reformulated the brand ever since. And it'd be kind of cool to see them bring this back, but with their new formulation that they have, because I would love to see that. So coming in at number 8, we have Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer palette from Colourpop. Coming in at number 7, we do have the Day Day Signature. This is going to be the Fearless Holiday palette. Now this palette right here is beautiful. The reason why I bring this up the one a little bit higher than the rest is because this is definitely more of a universal holiday palette. I can use this for fall. I can use this for Christmas. I can use this for New Year's. I can use this for holiday parties. I can use this for a lot more during the holiday season because the shades in here are just so beautiful. I can kind of see fall transitioning into Christmas when I look at this color story. I get super inspired. Now you also have shades in here that are definitely reminiscent to Christmas. You have like Cinnamon Toast. You have Dark Winter, Cold Weather, Winter Sparks, Fulfilled. You have Saddle. You have Chai Latte. You have Moody Autumn. You have holiday flavor, festive, fireplace, cypress tree. Then you have stuff like, sprinkles and pumpkin patch as well. It's just a really pretty holiday palette. Now the outside right here is going to be those leaves changing. It has holiday in it, and then you have those shade names, and it's just a beautiful color story overall. Is it the most traditional shades? No, but I think the reason why I like it so much is because it does have that transition that I can use from October, November to December with this color story right here, and I really do appreciate that. It's so beautiful. So that is why at number 7, we do have the Fearless Holiday palette from Day Day Signature. Coming in at number 6, we do have the Christmas Eve palette from Odin's Eye. Now, if you guys do not know, for the longest time in my life, I have always celebrated Christmas Eve. We've always opened up presents on Christmas Eve, had a dinner on Christmas Eve. Everything was always celebrated on Christmas Eve. And then I had my nephew, and my nephew was actually born on Christmas Eve. So the morning we celebrate his birthday, then we celebrate Christmas Eve. It's been a family tradition of mine since my mom was a kid. Like even when she was a kid, it just got kind of passed down. So it's how we've always celebrated Christmas. It's always Christmas Eve. So I love Christmas Eve so wholeheartedly. And this year we're probably not going to be celebrating on Christmas Eve because me and Corey both have to work. But we're trying to get our schedules figured out to figure out if we get to celebrate Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, or the day after. We're going to definitely get it figured out. I'm not going to stress about it. But I still get inspired for Christmas Eve. And I feel like they did a really good job with this color story right here. This color story is just absolutely beautiful. Now this right here just screams Christmas. You have all that blue theme. People love a good blue, gold, silver moment for Christmas. I see a lot of trees get decorated that way. I see a lot of decorations done that way. So it kind of depends on like what you're looking for. Do you want more of like the silvery bluebell style Christmas aesthetics, or do you want more of like traditional colors of like the red, green, gold? It's red, green, gold. It's completely up to you and how you guys wish to decorate, but I still feel like this is such a beautiful color story for that Christmas season. And you also have shades in here that are very, very much, Christmas. You have, Snow Light, Christmas Eve, Blue Ice, Wonderful, Blue Star, Night Sky, Gorgeous, Lemon Tree, Snowflake, Ice Crystals, Silvery Dreams. Like you have everything that kind of screams Christmas. Now when I see this, I also low-key think of like Midnight Mass. can't help it. It's kind of like what I see, but it's just such a beautiful color story for Christmas. I love the fact that they went so different when it came to their Christmas palettes that year. They sold out wanting them to bring these palettes back for so long. And I thoroughly love this palette so much. I just think it's so great that for Christmas Eve, we have that silvery bluebell icy dream moment. And that's what you see with this. It's so pretty. It just looks like Christmas Eve to me. I see Christmas Eve with this. And it's so funny because like nowhere in my house do I decorate with this color story. Either my background looks like this, like a winter background, because I love a good winter background versus a more traditional. If you guys go back to my channel like years ago, you guys will see that I really went with traditional Christmas shades, and now I just love my snowy aesthetic because it's just so pretty to me. You know, but the rest of my house is all traditional, like multicolor lights with red, green, gold Christmas balls and garland and stars. And yeah, I'm very much just love the, you know, those color Christmas colors, but I also love a good like white tree with like a blue and silver ball moment. Like that's also like so pretty to me. I love it. And I also feel like this color story is great if you are Jewish, because I know that the Jewish color story is very similar to this as well. And I actually have some Jewish friends who were educating me on the holiday, and they love this color story as well because they feel like they are seen and represented. And I think that's absolutely fantastic. So that's also why this ranks up pretty high compared to the other ones in my rankings. So that is why at number 6, we do have the Christmas Eve palette from Odin's Eye. Coming in at number 5, we do have the Nomad Cosmetics. This is me, the Chris Kindlemark palette. I don't know if I'm saying that right, and I'm so sorry. This is going to be the holiday palette they rolled out just this year. This is supposed to celebrate, I believe, the German Christmas done over in Germany. And I will say, this looks so beautiful. This is how they celebrate. I want to go. First off, Germany has an amazing Oktoberfest, which I would love to visit. But then to have like this Chris Kindlemark, I want to go visit it. It looks so fun. My nephew's so lucky because he gets to go there. So here we have the color story right here. Now this, they definitely has some of those Christmas shades, right? But I think it's really cool, and what makes it go a little bit higher is going to be the shade names. You have like Nutcracker, Gingerbread for Snow, Carousel, St. Nicholas. You have Candle Arches, Glass Ornaments. You have Intense Smokers. You have Paper Star. And what's really cool is that they made it into a tree. So you have like a tree. So all like the little multi-chromes and shimmers are based in the tree. The rest are going to be mattes right around it. And they have like a little star. I think it's super cute. They have the little nutcrackers there right there, and have some beautiful, you know, traditional Christmas colors of the greens, reds, silvers, golds, and just those pops of blues and whites as well. Really, really, really pretty. Is it the most wowing Christmas palette to me? No, but I do think they did a fantastic job for the Christmas season. So coming in at number 5, we do have the Nomad Cosmetics. This would be the Chris Kindlemark palette. Coming in at number 4, whenever you think of Christmas, if you live up north or you live somewhere that has snow, you guys usually, for the most part, get to have snow on Christmas. Now, my family's from West Virginia. I haven't been back since I was 19 years old, but we used to go up there for Christmas every single year, and we were lucky. There were some Christmases where there was no snow, but there were other Christmases where I actually got to see snow, and it was always just so magical for me. So magical to have snow on Christmas, because I'm from Florida. We don't have that, and it's always a great Christmas for us down here if we tend to have somewhat of a cold Christmas, aka the weather is like the 60s and it's gloomy and rainy. That makes every Floridian so excited on Christmas, because we're like, ooh, it's somewhat Christmas vibes. It's not at all, but that's just what we think. We think a gloomy, rainy, cold day is perfect for Christmas because that's the closest that we get to snow. So whenever I think about Christmas, I did think of snow, and I get to envy those towns and those places that you guys get to have a white Christmas. I envy. One day I'll get to do that again. But whenever I think of Christmas, I do think of snow. So that is why at number 4, we do have the Odin's Eye. This would be the Snow Dream palette. Now, first off, you have a snowman. Of course, snowman for Christmas. How could you not? You have gingerbread. You have a little bit of ornaments. You have a holiday wreath. You have those beautiful Christmas candles. And for me, the shade names in the back are also going to be very Christmas reminiscent. You're going to have Celebrate, Merry, Ornament, Tradition, Garland, Sweater, Tinsel, Magic, Snowflake, Frankincense, Hugs, Feast. But for me, it's the color story. The color story is so beautiful. Now, this is like, I feel like a lighter version of what I'm looking for Christmas colors. This has those beautiful, like more like pastel, cold tone shades when it comes to Christmas stories. You're going to have those greens, those reds, those golds, those silvers, a little bit of pop of purple, and some more of those neutral shades in here. I think it's a really pretty palette. I think Odin's Eye did a fantastic job. This is one of my more favorite ones out of their holiday palettes, was this one right here, because I just love that it was more like a light pastel version of what I'm looking for Christmas, and I just get really inspired with this one. This one gets me super excited. I just love this color story much. I love the take on this one. I just think they did such a good job with this color story. So that is why at number 4, we do have the Snow Dream palette from Odin's Eye. Coming into our last 3, these palettes literally are made directly for Christmas. So coming at number 3, we have Tis the Season from Cosmic Brushes. Now this palette right here is a beautiful holiday palette. They have shade names in here like decorations, mistletoe, garland, festive, holly, celebrate, ginger, cookies, candlelight, hot chocolate, fairy lights, 'tis the season, party, bubbles, gifting, cranberries, stocking, ribbon, tinsel, and mulled wine. How could you not think of Christmas when you hear those color shades, when you hear those names? And then it's the color story for me. Now, this isn't the most traditional color story, but it definitely does scream Christmas to me still. You're going to have those beautiful greens, those beautiful, like, pop, you have those beautiful greens, those golden shades, and then you have some purple in here. Do I always think purple associates with Christmas? No. But I can also correlate this maybe with like ugly Christmas sweaters, because I tend to wear these colors right here for ugly Christmas sweaters. I don't know why. I just do. I really actually don't know why I do. But I still think it's a really pretty palette. I love that you have this beautiful like multi-chrome called Cranberries. It goes between like a green to a beautiful red gold. Like, let me see if I can show you. Maybe I can show you right here. Like, do you guys see that shift? It's so pretty though. This is perfect shade for the holiday season. You're also going to have those beautiful green shades in here, those golden shades in here, and like I said, that pop of like red green right here. So definitely really fun. It definitely ranks up higher, even though it doesn't have as much of the traditional, even it definitely ranks up a lot higher because of those shade names, because the fact that it is literally 'tis the season in actual like Christmas palette. But for me, you could definitely wear this all season long. You can create really beautiful, fun, festive Christmas shades with this, and I really do enjoy this color story. So coming at number 3, we do have 'tis the Season from Cosmic Brushes, or Cosmic Beauty. I don't know which one they're going by right now, but Cosmic Brushes. Number 2, this one is actually really hard for me because I think both palettes are absolutely great. Both palettes truly are the perfect Christmas palette for me, but I still had to pick one or the other, and I think I'm just kind of gearing towards number 1 right now, more so as Christmas than number 2, but that doesn't mean that they're not great. So coming at number 2, we do have the Merry Christmas palette from Odin's Eye. Clearly this has to be in here because this is a Christmas palette. It says Christmas palette. You have the Christmas tree, you have the reindeer, you have the presents, you have the star, you have the ornaments. So beautiful. And then you have all the shade names like Elf Wish, Matcha Cookie. Ooh, I don't know if I would like that. Jingle Bells, New Leaf, New Year, Christmas Tree, Best Wishes, Snowman, Little Star, Gingerbread, Bless, Poinsettia, Santa Star, Happy Endings, All Night, and Hot Cocoa. But for me, it's the color story. Do we see that color story? It is Christmas. You have those greens, those golds, and those reds. The traditional color stories that I'm looking for. Now, the reason why it got knocked down by 1 is because of the fact that it also has some oranges in here, and it has a little bit more browns and a little bit more of like purple shades, which I don't always associate with Christmas. I mostly look for those traditional Christmas colors. There's something about it that just gets me so excited for the Christmas season. I don't know why. I just love it so much. And I feel like that palette, I feel like this palette did have it, but I feel like there's one that just has it just a little bit more. That does not mean this is not good. It is a fantastic palette. You guys have been constantly asking them to bring this palette back because this is a beautiful, beautiful Christmas palette. I think they did such a phenomenal job. I love this palette so much, and it was definitely still really hard for me to pick, but I did have to place it, so that is why at number 2, we do have the Merry Christmas palette with Odin's Eye. Coming in at number 1, this one took my breath away when I saw it because I was like, this is what I'm looking for when it comes to a Christmas themed palette. And that's going to be the Day Day Signature Festive Elegance palette. Now, first off, the outside packaging doesn't scream the most wowing like Christmas colors, right? It just is that beautiful black. It doesn't scream the most wowing Christmas palette. But for me, it's the color story on the inside. This palette's just, it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's literally all I'm looking for. Greens, golds, and reds. It's literally in this palette. Greens, golds, and red. Yes, maybe a brown in here to help to kind of accentuate the palette a bit more, add some dimension, but mostly it's greens, golds, and reds. Exactly what I'm looking for in a Christmas palette. It's just 3 traditional colors. Now, don't get me wrong. Again, these are perfect for Christmas. Blue and silver is perfect for Christmas as well, but I lean towards this when it comes to really fun Christmas aesthetics. You also have beautiful shade names in here that are very much reminiscent of Christmas. You have like Crimson Carol, you have Tinsel Twist, you have Holly Flame, Mulled Wine, Champagne Pop, you have Gifted Glow, Missile Lethal, you have Cocoa Wrap, Pine Nights, Plum Majesty, Emerald Sparkles, Snowed In. Definitely really beautiful. I loved this color story so much. The formula in here is incredible, and I just really enjoyed playing this palette, especially for the Christmas season. I love the look that I did. If you guys haven't seen it, I'll post it right here so you guys can check it out. It is a beautiful Christmas palette. It gets me super excited. I want to play with this palette again and again and again. I really want to create beautiful, fun, Christmas-inspired looks. Not only can I use this for Christmas, but I can definitely use this for New Year's as well, because you have that champagne pop that I can mix it with some of the browns and the purples in here to create a really beautiful New Year's Eve look. I love when a palette is very, I love when a palette is very universal like that. I can do Christmas, but I could also do Christmas party. I could also do New Year's Eve. Like, I love when I could have a palette be a little bit more diverse. And I feel like this just screams everything that I want in a Christmas palette is wrapped up in this color story right here. It is a beautiful, beautiful palette, and I love it so much. So that is why at number 1, we do have the Festive Elegance palettes from Day Day Signature. So those are all 13 of my Christmas inspired palettes. I'll try to link each one down below that I can. I do know that majority of the Odin ones are not available for purchase anymore. I'll try to link down everything that I talked about down below as best I can. But let me know from you guys, what are your top Christmas palettes? Like, what inspires you every Christmas season? Like, what palettes do you guys reach for? What kind of looks you guys do? Let me know in the comments below, because if there's any Christmas palettes that I'm missing, I need to know about it, because I might go pick it up for next season. Also, stay tuned for tomorrow's video, because it's going to be my winter palette ranking. Now, I'm going to be so for real with you guys. I personally prefer winter a little bit more than Christmas, because this color story right here is just my personal favorite. I love this color story right here so much. It makes me so happy. I have all of my Gove lights around my entire home set up to this color story. It just makes me so happy, and I just cannot wait to show you guys that ranking and to tell you guys a story about how I almost created something like this for you guys, and why it hasn't seen the light of day. So with that said, guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 3 to 4 videos every single week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channel. It's R for Life. You guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, the biggest thank you goes to these beautiful, wonderful Patreon members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So with that said, guys, I love you, and I'll see you guys in the very next video.